Math 7, Unit 3, Proportional Reasoning, Lesson 1, Part 2, Unit Rate Problems and Dimensional Analysis. One way to solve a unit rate problems is to use dimensional analysis. Although dimensional analysis encompasses many things in the sciences, its application in mathematics is basically multiplying by ratios of quantities equal to 1 or some other given information in the problem until the desired units are obtained. For example, you could change 60 miles per hour to 88 feet per second as follows. We start with 60 miles per 1 hour. Then we're going to multiply by 1 hour per 60 minutes, which is ultimately equal to 1. The hours reduce. Then 1 minute per 60 seconds, the minutes reduce. And then 5,280 feet per mile, the miles can reduce. And we're just left with 60 times 1 times 1 times 5280 feet on top, and 1 times 60 times 60 times 1 seconds on bottom. And when you calculate that out, it comes out 88 feet per second. Feet on top, seconds on bottom, it's feet per second. Here's a simpler example that uses dimensional analysis. Kirk earns $18 per hour and works for 14.5 hours. How much does he earn? Well, we start with the given information, the 14.5 hours, and we use the unit rate with the hour on bottom, and this will reduce. We get 14.5 times $18, and that's $261. Here's another example. Jacqueline runs at a rate of 5 miles per hour and covers a distance of 2 miles. How long did Jacqueline run? So on this one, we actually multiply by the unit rate reciprocated. So we do the reciprocal of the unit rate. We're basically dividing by the unit rate. That makes it so the miles can reduce, and we get 2/5 hours or 0.4 hours. So sometimes you have to divide by the unit rate, and when you do that, you could just multiply by the reciprocal of it. So let's look at some examples here. 14 hours times $8 per hour. The hours will reduce. This is just 14 times 8. That's $112. Okay, 2.5 minutes times 25 words per minute. The minutes reduce. 2.5 times 25, that's 62.5 words. 12 buses with 14 seats per half bus. The buses reduce. 14 times 12 divided by a half. Dividing by a half is the same as multiplying by 2. So I'm going to do 12 times 14 times 2. That's 336 seats. Solve each unit rate problem using dimensional analysis. How long must someone work at $14.50 per hour until $57 is earned? We're going to start with $57, and I need the dollars to reduce, so I'm going to put $14.50 on bottom and 1 hour on top. This reduces the dollars, so I get 57 divided by $14.50 ultimately, and that gives me 3.93 hours. There was some rounding that went into place there. How many cookies if 4 pans are baked with 15 cookies per pan? So 4 pans times 15 cookies per pan. Well, the pans reduce, and 4 times 15 is 60. This would be 60 cookies. How many seconds are in a day? Well, we start with what we know. We know there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. We know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, and there are 24 hours in 1 day. And this allows us to get rid of hours, get rid of minutes. We'll end up with seconds per day as our units. You multiply this all out, you get 86,400 seconds per day. Determine the download time for a 150 megabyte file at 125 megabytes per second. We're going to start with our 150 megabyte file, and it's 1.25 megabytes per second. I'm going to want to put the megabytes on bottom, and that's per 1 second. So I've got the unit rate upside down. The units flip. I get 150 divided by 1.25, and that is 120 seconds. Looks like it would take 2 minutes. Okay, in your practice, you're going to be determining unit rates. You just need to take top, divide bottom, and then use your units. You know, miles per hour, miles per gallon, words a minute, that sort of thing. Number 2, you're going to find the product, including units. So this is your dimensional analysis. On number 3, you write the ratio as a fraction in simplest form. You are going to have to do a complex fraction here. Just treat it as division. Number 4, review of multiplying fractions. Number 5, dividing fractions. 6, adding fractions. Number 7, a sports store sells 3 different packs of tennis balls. You're going to tell which one's the best buy. You just want to find the unit price. There's 4 in the first pack, 6 or 9, and one of them is going to be a better price than the other 2. Number 8 is estimation skills. Often products are given prices that are not easy to do math with in your head. It's a useful skill to use rounding to estimate unit prices. Complete each without a calculator. Estimate each unit price. So for example, $74.75, that's about $75, which easily divides the 5 gallons that you have. So you'd want to do $75 as your estimate and then divide. $1.19 for 12 fluid ounces of grape juice. That's approximately $1.20, which divides 12 quite nicely. And $2.35 is approximately $2.40, which divides 12 nicely.